The feud between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni stemming from the production and promotion of the film It Ends With Us has captivated Hollywood watchers for over a year now. What began as allegations of a hostile work environment on set has escalated into a complex legal showdown involving lawsuits, countersuits, and claims of defamation. Blake Lively, known for her roles in projects like Gossip Girl and The Age of Adeline, accused Justin Baldoni, who not only co-starred in the film but also directed it, of creating an uncomfortable and inappropriate atmosphere during filming. These claims extended to suggestions of a coordinated smear campaign against her in the media following the movie's release. In response, Justin Baldoni fired back with his own legal action, suing Lively for defamation and even bringing her husband, actor Reynolds, into the fray by alleging interference in the film's creative process. The back and forth has painted a picture of deep-seated tensions that arose during the adaptation of Colleen Hoover's popular novel, which deals with sensitive themes of domestic abuse and personal trauma. Fans of the book and the movie were initially excited about the casting, with Lively portraying the lead character Lily Bloom and Baldoni as the enigmatic Ryle Kincaid. However, behind-the-scenes drama quickly overshadowed the film's success at the box office. As the case progresses without any signs of an out-of-court settlement, legal experts are weighing in on what this means for both parties. The sheer volume of filings, over 1,000 docket entries in just 1 year, indicates an extraordinarily contentious battle. Discovery processes, where evidence is exchanged between sides, have been particularly fierce, with both teams fighting over what information should be revealed or kept private. This level of activity is unusual for a case of this age, highlighting how high the stakes are for everyone involved. A trial date has now been firmly set for May 18, 2026, following a 2-month delay that pushed it back from an earlier schedule. Jury selection is anticipated to begin in April of that year, and the trial itself is expected to span approximately 1 month. This timeline, while seeming lengthy to outsiders, is actually relatively swift in the world of civil litigation, especially for a high-profile case involving celebrities and substantial financial and reputational damages. Legal analysts describe the filings as reading like 2 entirely different books, underscoring the vast discrepancies in how each side recounts the events. One narrative portrays deliberate misconduct and retaliation, while the other insists on misunderstandings or outright fabrications. Much of the supporting evidence remains redacted in public documents, making it challenging to gauge the full strength of either argument without access to the unedited materials. This opacity is common in such cases to protect sensitive information, but it fuels speculation among the public and media. At its core, this dispute boils down to a classic he said she said scenario. Questions revolve not just around whether certain incidents occurred, such as alleged inappropriate comments, boundary crossings, or promotional sabotage, but also around their context and intent. Did actions cross professional lines, or were they misconstrued in a high-pressure creative environment? These are precisely the types of subjective determinations that juries are designed to handle, sifting through testimony, emails, texts, and other evidence to arrive at a verdict. The involvement of Reynolds adds another layer of intrigue, with claims that he exerted undue influence over the film's final cut or marketing strategies. This has broadened the scope beyond just Lively and Baldoni, touching on power dynamics in Hollywood couples and the blurring of personal and professional lives. For Lively, the lawsuit represents a stand against what she perceives as workplace harassment and retaliation, aligning with broader conversations about women's experiences in the industry. Baldoni, on the other hand, frames his counterclaims as a defense of his reputation and directorial vision. As the trial approaches, both sides are likely preparing exhaustive witness lists, expert testimonies, and demonstrative exhibits to bolster their cases. The month-long proceedings will undoubtedly attract intense media scrutiny, with daily updates dissecting courtroom drama. Potential outcomes range from a clear victory for one party, complete with damages and injunctions, to a more nuanced split decision or even a last-minute settlement once the reality of public testimony sets in. This case serves as a reminder of how quickly collaborations can sour in the entertainment world, especially when dealing with emotionally charged source material like It Ends With Us. The novel's themes of abuse and empowerment have ironically mirrored some of the real-life accusations, adding a meta-layer to the controversy. Fans who adored the on-screen chemistry between Lively and Baldoni now grapple with divided loyalties, while industry insiders watch closely for precedents on handling on-set conflicts and post-production disputes. Beyond the individuals involved, the lawsuit highlights ongoing issues in Hollywood regarding accountability, creative control, and the handling of sensitive topics in adaptations. It raises questions about how studios navigate allegations, the role of public relations in shaping narratives, and the long-term impact on careers. For younger actors and directors, it might serve as a cautionary tale about contracts, boundaries, and documentation. In the meantime, both Lively and Baldoni continue their professional lives amid the overhang of litigation. Lively has upcoming projects that showcase her range, while Baldoni remains active in directing and producing. Yet, the shadow of this battle lingers, potentially affecting future collaborations and public perception. As May 2026 draws nearer, anticipation builds for what promises to be one of the most watched celebrity trials in recent memory. Whether it resolves lingering questions or simply amplifies divisions remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: the story of It Ends With Us is far from over, both on screen and in the courts.